Hi, this is Dana, and on this channel I speak about Gnostic spirituality. I am guided in this video to go back on the previous topic and clarify some aspects which I touched upon in that video. First of all, after I finished the video and I uploaded, God showed me why He asked me to talk about it. And basically he was showing me some crazy individuals who are sending constant attacks to me, and they're justifying that they're delivering karma. And they use my videos saying that since I stated in my videos that I am delivering karma, then they are doing the same, delivering karma to me. Which obviously it's stupid and it's not true. Attacking someone does not mean that you're delivering karma. You're creating karma for yourself. I didn't know about this when I made the previous video, so I explained only like God told me, explain your experience with delivering karma. This is what I did, and I explained that you work with the 5D and with the divine realm, with the karmic board, and the karma is being delivered not by you personally. You only follow instructions because there are certain procedures to be followed when karma is being delivered, yeah? But it's not you who's delivering karma personally, meaning that you're not taking action directly towards that individual, but you're clearing your name, you're clarifying untruthful information, and so on and so forth, yeah? And you're claiming punishment on them. And so there are certain procedures that you need to follow in order for this to be delivered, for karma to be delivered. And literally, I said in the previous video, in 5D, it develops exactly like in a court of law. You will be, let's say, if you will, interrogated in 5D about the situation, and the karmic board will evaluate the state of your emotions, namely, as I said, that you're not doing for revenge, you're not doing to harm somebody, but you literally just want to end a karmic situation which has not been created by you, and you have proven beyond doubt your innocence, you have proven who's guilty, you have proven, you have given plenty of chances for redemption which were not acted upon by the other individual, and literally you just behave like in a court of law. And the divine realm is evaluating, as I said, the status of your emotions to make sure, because as I explained in the previous video, it will be a period of time in which you fight the darkness. This is how you deliver karma. Namely, that through the judgment in the divine realm, you're being cleared and you're being elevated. And this is mandatory in order for you to be able to have the power and the authority to fight against the dark forces involved. And once you win the case, you are elevated. Once you are elevated, you will have enhanced power to fight the dark forces, to return them to sender, basically, yeah? And as you roll back the dark forces, and you roll them back by winning the spiritual fighting against the dark forces, it's all a 5D process. You do not fight against the individual. You don't cast more darkness on the individual. That is not delivering karma. That is creating karma. And delivering karma means that you return the dark forces to them, which means a direct conflict between you and the dark forces. It is the divine realm that decides when you have the ability to do that, because you might want to deliver karma at any point in time, but you might not have the proper tools, meaning you're not healed enough, and then the dark forces will hook on you. You don't have enough power, you didn't clear enough, or you didn't give enough chances to the other one for repentance. But once you solved all the problems, and the divine realm gives you green light for delivering karma, then that means that you've been elevated and you are able to fight the dark forces in such a way that they cannot hook on you anymore. So that is essential part of rolling back the dark forces, which is delivering karma. Yeah. This childish, stupid idea that they sent darkness to me, to my dog, to my house, and they pretend that this is delivering karma. This is stupid, and this shows that they have no idea of spirituality, because this is not delivering karma. Yeah. So and then you, after you finish this, meaning that you win against the dark forces, then the dark forces will be acting upon them, which means karma. But I want to emphasize that they will make all efforts to transfer karma to you. So they will not stop from attacking you. They will not stop from, they will work with others from your past bondages and past timelines in order to make alliances and attack you. So this is really hard work to deliver karma. This is not something fun. And this is why, and it's also very dangerous. This is why the divine realm only gives green light in certain circumstances, when they make sure that first you reach the potential, the necessary potential to achieve success, and to stay safe throughout all this, and you have enough patience with the process, so you learn to understand the process, and you don't allow frustration and delays to affect you, but you keep moving forward in delivering karma. And as I said, at some point they even create, I discovered last year for the first time, kamikaze type of attack. Namely, they take in themselves on purpose a lot of darkness, because once you deliver karma, darkness cannot reach you. The darkness they send cannot reach you anymore. Therefore, they decide to take in themselves the darkness which they want to send to you, and then they bind themselves to you. So it's a kamikaze type of attack, you know. So they use any type of tools that they can imagine in order to attack you. They use technology a lot in this phase. They use technology, Scientology, which is also based on technology. So yeah, anyhow, I hope I clarified this issue. Sending attacks to someone, it's not delivering karma. This just shows that they don't understand anything, unfortunately. Yeah. Now there is another topic which God wanted me to clarify, namely that I said that when you deliver karma particularly, but also in some other situations, you live through the bondage. For the delivering karma, it's pretty clear why. Because, and I said this in the previous video, that I asked God, I said, I'm tired of fighting. This is enough. Let's deliver karma, you know. Mainly what happens is that you have been carrying out the spiritual fighting and the 3D fighting, and you proved beyond doubt all that needed to be proven. You won all battles, right? But they never end. They never stop. And this is the discussion I had with God when I said I'm tired of this. Because I said, look, the problem is that there's huge distinction between them and me. They only play with darkness. All they do, all day long, all night long, they send darkness attacks of different types. Yeah. Me, on the other hand, I have things I want to achieve. I have projects I want to build. I don't have time to be staying in constant fighting for no reason, because I already won all the battles on this. I proved everything that was needed to be proven, not only in the country of residence, but in many other countries. I've been in courts of spiritual courts of law, and I've proven what they are doing and so on. So it's just a waste of my time, because as I said, we are very different. I want to achieve things. I'm not like them to waste my time in pointless, useless fights. You know, I just want to start building. I have so many projects that I envisaged for me, particularly now that I have so much knowledge in spiritual fighting and in self-healing and in so many other fields. And even like my PhD, I want to start working, and it's not possible with them because they keep you busy with attacks. Around your house, they keep recruiting neighbors, or they themselves move in the area to become your neighbors. They keep sending attacks. You constantly have to defend yourself, and this is stupid. And I had this controversy with God from the very beginning, and I said, I'm not playing the game they play. I want to win, and I want to win fast. And God said, you need to learn about the process, Dana, because it takes time. It's not that fast as you wanted. So at some point, after I was shown that I was in winning everything, and I went to the court of law in 5D, and I won there too. I said, I want to finish this. I gave plenty of chances for redemption. You gave plenty of chances for redemption. I helped them. I even helped them in spite of them doing harm to me. I helped them because I figured if I help one that at least I understand that has a very high purpose, maybe then he will find the courage to stand up and fight for himself. But they refuse redemption. They just refuse, and at the end of the day, it's their decision. And I'm not wasting my life like this. It's just, this is the way they are. They go back and forth, the same thing. This is the karmic way. I'm not karmic, so I understand, and I showed patience in dealing with this. But at this point, it's really redundant and pointless to keep doing the same thing. You yourself, you said I'm healed. I want to move on. I want to start building things, and I want to move away from here. So I want to move away from here, to relocate, and to start my projects, and to start working on my projects, and so on. Yeah. This is the reason why I said I get tired. And then God said, yeah, but for this you need to leave the bondage, unfortunately, because they need to be punished for something they have done. They only attempted to create this in your life. They did not succeed to create everything in your life. And this is the last point that I want to make, and God showed me to explain this clearly. When I said, for delivering karma, you live through the bondage, what I meant is, and I gave an example in the last video, hoping that this is going to be understood. You're not going to leave the bondage, namely that you sit quiet and wait for them to create the bondage on you. But God is showing to you what they want to create on you. You keep fighting, but then you reach a stalemate in which they keep attacking you, you keep defending yourself, and then nothing happens. Just you keep fighting, that's all. And you waste, and years pass by, and nothing happens. You keep defending yourself, and they do not succeed to impose the bondage, but also you cannot move on and create things because of them. Even if it's not because of the harm they're doing on you, because you defend yourself. But you cannot do anything because they will attack everybody that you come in contact with. So then you cannot launch any project like this, because then you're going to bring all this hell to innocent people. And this is not acceptable to the 5D, or it shouldn't be acceptable to you either. Because if I want to do a project and I would engage with individuals, they have no fault for me to bring them all this hell with me, right? So it's not normal that you bring, so you have to finish it before you start your new beginning. So in order to finish it, then you will choose to sort of leave the bondage. Yeah, like I gave the example. Their aim was to make me lose the house, so I'll become homeless. Yeah, so I did not become homeless. I still have my house. I live in my house, but I chose to be in a homeless type of situation temporarily in order to deliver karma, because they created that situation. So God said, you need to live on a spiritual journey. And of course, as soon as I left the house, they started working through third parties, through individuals, and to block me in certain locations, so I will not have a place to stay. So I allowed, but you control the situation this way. So consciously, I allowed this to be created, so I can claim justice, judgment, and punishment, so we can finally close this up and move on. This is the reason why you leave the bondage. It's not because they succeed in creating it. It's because you choose consciously to allow some form of that bondage to come into being. Again, you do not leave the bondage they want for you, but you leave some sort of bondage which they succeed to create only because you allow them. Why? Because you need to move on, and in order to move on, you need to close this up, you need to deliver the karma. So you can deliver the karma, they must create something in 3D. Yeah, they must create something in 3D which resonates to whatever they were planning, so you can actually have them punished and finish it. Yeah, but it's under your control. I was not homeless. I had my house. I was in a foreign country, of course. I had nowhere to stay, so I was homeless temporarily there. But of course, I knew that at any point in time, if I am fed up of the situation, I can get into a public transportation and go home. Yeah. So it's not like they succeeded to make me homeless, but you allow temporarily for some form, again, some form, not the form they wanted, but some form of that bondage to come into being, so you can finally break the bondage. And you break the bondage, and God is trying to explain how. And you break the bondage living through it. How? By staying there in that situation. Namely, because we're talking about this situation, staying in the homeless situation. That's why I stayed in that gas station by the highway until God says that you have proven the bondage creation and the alliances behind the bondage creation. Yeah. So you stay there and you claim justice, judgment, and punishment, because what happens? They will work through third parties. They will work through people you meet. Yeah. And then you claim justice, judgment, and punishment. Yeah. Because otherwise you claim justice, judgment, and punishment only based on revelation from God or intuition, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. But in order to deliver karma, you have to do this based on something they created. Again, most times it will be nothing like what they envisaged. It will be something literally like 1% of what they hoped to create in your life. Yeah. And even that 1% still will be uncomfortable for you, clearly. But you have to do this in order to be able to deliver karma, so you can close up and start a new cycle and move on. Otherwise, you just waste your life in endless fighting, endless conflict with some crazy idiots who at some point are completely brainless, because they take so much darkness in them that they are not even capable of thinking anymore at some point. And this is usually when the decision comes about to deliver karma. At some point, literally, they are incapable of having logic, of thinking logically. They cannot, simply cannot, because they took too much darkness in themselves, and literally their brain is clogged with darkness. So they're not capable of thinking anymore. You're just wasting time. You're just wasting time. It's some idiot who cannot, it's some idiot who is under a very strong grip of darkness because he summoned the darkness, or she in some cases, yeah, summon the darkness, and now they cannot get off of that. They literally, you can see them, they literally don't know and don't even think of getting off of that which they created, that darkness. And this at that point is pointless to continue the fight. You're just wasting your time. And it's not me, because this is what I had said, guys. I said I'm tired of this. This is just redundant, it's pointless, it's not creating anything. I already went through this so many times. I already proved all this. It's just boring at this point in time. I want to finish it. This is just when I meant I'm tired, when I said I'm tired, this is what I meant. I meant it's like it's enough. I don't have time for stupid shit. I already did this so many times. How many times do you want me to do it? So we can finish it and so I'll move on. I want to relocate. I don't want to live like, I mean, I already said in another video that when I moved here, where I live now, it was a place outside of a village, in an area where there was not even a road at the time. And since then they moved and surrounded me. I never thought that somebody would come from all the way from the city to follow me and to create houses around me only to harm me. I didn't imagine this, but I had to witness it, so I had to believe it in the end. And of course I want to relocate. Why would I want to live among them? They are all, in my view, they are all criminals. They try to kill me so many times. They try to kill my dog. They have done so much harm against me. Why would I even want to stay here? It's obvious that I want to relocate. I don't want to waste my time. So this is what I said to God. I said, I have so many things to do. I want to move away from here. I'm not going to waste my life among them. I know by now that my presence brings worth in terms not only of my work. This I knew. But I learned through my spiritual fighting the type of worth that my presence brings in terms of in terms of energy and the energy footprint that you bring on the area where you live. Yeah. So, and I said to God many times, I said, I do not want them to benefit anymore of my presence here. I know now that my presence enlightens, if you want, the energy in an area and brings God with me, basically. And I don't want to give them this gift endlessly. I understood I have to stay here and fight, because my first instinct when I discovered all of these alliances and stuff, I wanted to sell the house and leave. And Jesus said, not now. You cannot sell. You don't sell now. You don't leave now. You stay here and fight. Because throughout my life, I kept moving. So he said, they recreated these bondages so many times, and it mounted up to so many alliances against you, so many people against you, because you moved from one place to another so often, because of my job. So because of this, for you, the fight is so much harder. So we don't want you to move anymore, because this is a critical timing. I need you to stay put and just fight it. And we promise that you will move as soon as you're done with this phase. Yeah, so basically, you need to deliver karma in order to be able to relocate or to start a new beginning and anything. Because if you don't, God will not give you a new beginning if you don't deliver the karma. Why? For a simple reason. Because they will steal it from you. How? They will body jump everybody that you come in contact with. And literally, this amounts to you bringing harm to other people. Bringing with you these crazy lunatics who cannot stop from attacking people. And they don't want to stop. So because of this delivering karma, this is why God asked me to talk about it. This is not just something that you cherry pick. You decide if you want to do it or not. No, you're going to have to do it. It's just a question if you're ready to do it, and if you have the ability to do it at this point. That's all. But you have to do it at some point, because we all of us that decided to work with God, we have such high calling and purposes, more purposes. Yeah. So we have so many things to achieve. We don't have time to waste with them. This is just a pity that we have to waste with them. But okay, I understood the value of it. Okay, but then it's just a limited amount of time that I'm willing to waste on these people. So because of this, I said to God, I'm tired of fighting. That's enough. I'm tired of, it's the same thing. We keep doing the same thing. I already proved all of this. I already done all of this. So, yeah. So these are the clarifications that I wanted to make for the video from yesterday. But God wanted me to explain particularly this one because you scare people, Dana, about this one, that when I said that you have to live through the bondage in order to deliver karma. It's totally different. It's not the bondage they wanted to enforce on you, but you choose to live some sort of bondage, but the entire situation is under your control, and you receive guidance from God and Jesus and whoever you work with on how to do it in order to be able to actually enact karma, and so you can finish the shit and move on. Yeah, it's not I would have preferred to be able to move on without doing this, because it's a lot of spiritual fighting, particularly the part against darkness. That's very hard, because as I said yesterday, dark forces which were sent to you. Imagine that you are fighting some dark forces which have been attached to you since your childhood. Do you understand how addicted those forces are? Yeah. So it's not easy. It's not easy, and it can become dangerous. But then this is why God it's always focused on monitoring the situation and give you guidance. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I hope I clarified everything that was important from yesterday, and I'll see you in the next video.